Okay, YouTube. We're going to try this out. This is going to be a test ride. Test ride number 3. I've got music playing through the car though, but I've got a mic, my headphone set directly ran into the phone for recording. So you guys may not get to hear the music playing, but hopefully you won't hear the wind buffeting against the phone either. Now my vibration on the phone might be a little bit wonky. I am using just a regular phone case or phone holder on the handlebars. I ain't using any of the fancy ones, so the vibration might be a little bit rough. But I do have a meaning behind doing all this. Once we get video set and some good recordings going, I do have a plan for why we're doing all this. I'll keep it a secret till we get a little bit further ahead. But here we go. Test ride number 3. We'll try it out. Did a few shorts already. This time I'm just going to do some record it, and then I'll look it over and repost it on YouTube. I am a new rider. I'm 6 months in. Now, 6 months in, I do already have over 7,000 miles in on this bike. So there was 18,000 on it when I got it, and we're now at 25,000, over 25,000. And I do love every minute of it. So yeah, the vibration on the phone might be a little bit wonky. But if you're an experienced rider, give me some ideas on how you think I'm riding 6 months in. Now usually I do ride this road a little bit faster, but I'm not doing video recordings either, so I'm able to focus more on the road and the curves. So I'm going to take it a little bit more easy than normal, because I am trying to communicate, talk, and ride at the same time, which is kind of a newbie for me on a motorcycle. But trying to watch where I'm going, watching my escapes on the curves, and focus on what I'm talking about. Not to mention I do have radio going on in my ears as well. But I do just love this road. This has been my practice road since I started riding. So this is one of my first roads I went out home after I was just in practice around the house. I'm going out to the subdivision down the street, did some practicing. And then I just come down out here on this road. This is a pretty curvy road, but I know it very well. So it has been twisty, hilly. Plus I know the road. I thought it would be a good road to practice on. So a good majority of these miles have been on this road back and forth. Now this little stretch can stretch for about 20 miles. It can stretch from Highway 31W to Highway 31E if you know the way. If you don't know the way, you might not make it there. You end up coming out on another highway that connects the two, or somewhere lost in Kentucky. So we're kind of riding right along the Tennessee-Kentucky state line right now. And I love our Tennessee roads. I did recently make a trip to Ohio with my wife to visit some of her family. I gotta say, while I was up there, I did make the comment to her that riding a bike up there would be just completely boring. All of the streets are just straight. There is no twisties, are there? I'm like, sure, if you're on a crotch rocket, you want to do 260, 300 miles an hour. Or I might be exaggerating on that speed, but still, if you want to fly, sure. But you definitely ain't gonna get the experience on the twisties up there like you do down here. Now this road right here is nearly as twisty as some of them I get on, but it is a good practice road because it's not heavily trafficked. So I don't usually see a lot of cars traveling it. But it is a pretty cool road to ride, especially when you go the full stretch from 31E to 31W. Uh-oh, we got traffic. I don't know if you guys can hear the exhaust, how the bike sounds. So this is the test run, so I don't know what you guys hear. I'm almost pretty sure you're not hearing the radio going on in my ears. Now I will say, the only thing I don't like about this little setup is on my Cardo system, I can't really use the video on the phone and the headset for recording and listening to the radio at the same time. So what I've had to do is I'm listening to the headphones, I'm listening to the radio through the Cardo set, the built-in radio, and then I've got a wired headset going to the phone so I can talk to you guys. But the problem with the Cardo built-in radio is it is pretty static, where if I'm able to listen to music to my phone, there is no static because it's all streaming the internet anyway, so you get a pretty steady solid signal, where here it's pretty fuzzy, in and out quite a bit. Now we can open it up a little bit. Got rid of that car in front of us. You know, I will make a comment about hammocks to you guys who may be watching this who wear half hammocks, 3/4 hammocks, or just open hammocks, period. Oh, here comes a biker. Nice. You know, what I don't get is this example right here. My visor right now. I mean, just in the last 15 minutes, I can count literally 5 bugs right in my vision. And there's a lot more than that on it. I mean, I just cleaned it before I left the house. So I put less than 15 miles since I left the house. And I've already got a visor full of bug particles. So I just don't get how you guys riding open face helmets deal with that. I mean, cause some of them hit pretty hard, like the one that just hit. It's smack, it clink. I know that joker would have freaking hit me in the face, or may not have hurt, but it would have let me know it was there, that's for sure. I just don't, kind of curious how you guys deal with that. I just couldn't do it. After seeing what goes on my visor, I mean, shoot, yesterday, I rode for I cleaned my visor a couple times yesterday, But one time for about 3 hours solid, the entire front of my visor was completely covered from top to bottom. Now I keep some wipes in my bag so I can clean that visor off, or if I stop at a gas station, go in the bathroom, put soap on a paper towel, wipe it down, take some dry paper towels and wipe it back off. But still, man, between getting the bugs on your face, in your beard, in your mouth even, you know, one thing I really like about the visor, because the music I got going on right now is worship, and I love to sing the worship music. And it's very difficult to do when you got that open visor and you're swallowing the bug every other mile. And I'm not knocking you guys. I mean, helmets off to you. I just don't know how you guys do it. I mean, I'm a new rider, and I have driven through town with my visor up. You know, because it's a modular helmet, so the whole front face goes up. Now, if I'm riding through town, I have no problem with the visor up. I like the cool air. Sometimes I'll just have just my regular visor up and let the air come in to the eyepiece of the helmet. And I can ride with just the inside visor down. That usually feels pretty good. But if I'm just riding through town, sure. Sure, I have no problem riding through town with my full modular up. You know, but I'm not going that fast either. We're only cruising top speed 35, maybe 40. But when you hit this open road, you know, I gotta drop the visor and the inside down. You know, as long as if I'm cruising under 50, I might keep the outside visor up a little bit for a little while. But anything over that, especially, front visor is coming down. And I don't want those bug particles getting all over the inside visor. That joker's a pain in the butt to clean. It ain't that bad, but you know, that's the one visor I'm trying not to get dirty. And so, if these videos work out pretty good, especially if I can get a more stable video on my phone, I'm planning on somebody trying to call me. I don't know who that is. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Got distracted by the phone call. Oh yeah, so you know, if we get everything going smoothly here with the videos, we can get it good. Way of getting things mounted. I mean, I do have a little GoPro type. It's an Action Q camera, like a GoPro, but I don't have a mic for it yet, so that's not doable. The phone is very doable. We just figure out how to get that smooth capture. You know, I'm probably just going to have to put it on the helmet or on my jacket, get it off the bike itself. But I am kind of curious as to the wind buffeting now. Do you guys hear wind buffeting? Do you guys hear the engine? Do you hear the exhaust? Do you even hear me? Huh. That's a good question. We're going to take a ride into town here. My wife needs me to pick something up for her. So, take a ride into town. stop the video when we get to our destination, go over it, and see what happens with it. Oh, so what I'm planning on doing, what I like to do, is get some biblical teaching going while we're riding. So I do have a plan. I do have something I want to do. It's called Journey Through the Bible, or Riding Through the Bible, actually, I think is the way I want to put it. Take a ride with me through the Bible. And we're going to go through the entire Bible. That's the idea. I've got a plan for how we're going to do that. The problem is I got to get something what I'm wanting to do. I'm going to have to get somehow or another to get that sound playing around the mic so I can record, so you guys can hear what we'll be playing some of the time, because it's going to be going through the Bible. And so I've got a nice little setup I want to share with you guys, and I think I would just love it. But now I want to incorporate it into riding. And I actually did this in my truck and when I was mowing full time. I did this all the time, but I wasn't recording any of it, and I wasn't sharing it with anybody, just for my own self. But I loved it. It worked really well, and I wanted to incorporate that in here. And plus, you'll have me here to as a commentator going through the Bible. You know, he's trying to educate you on what certain things mean, things are. You know, the thing with being on the bike though is I can't see comments or anything like that, but right now we're not live anyway. So I can't go live streaming until we get like 50 followers or 50 subscribers, something like that. So if we can kind of get something like that going, that'd be great. Yeah, I know I got a little quiet there for a few minutes. When I'm listening to, if you guys were at all interested in what I was listening to, I'm listening to KLAB. In Nashville, it's 97.1. They're mostly nationwide for the most part, I think. Pretty cool station. They play a lot more newer contemporary worship music, which I kind of love because I am an old school rocker, so it kind of fits right in for me. A little bit of a hard stop. So we're in town. We're gonna go through this red light here. We get up here to our destination. Where I'm going is just right up the street here. Gotta pick up a few things for the wifey while I'm out and about. Better do it now before I get lost with time riding and they close. They close pretty early, so I want to get this done now so I don't forget. Then get in trouble for it later. Wife would not be happy. Alright guys, stay tuned.